So quite often in Japan now, they have tables and chairs, dining room tables and chairs. When you go to restaurants, more often than not, tables and chairs. If you go to old style Japanese restaurant called an izakaya, quite often they'll be sitting below a table like this one, and tatami mat floor, and of course no shoes. But yeah, quite often tables and chairs, and just like a normal Western restaurant, walk in with your shoes on and so on. But for sitting, quite often if you find yourself at a low table, people will be sitting on the floor. Often happens in people's homes, often happens in restaurants. So usually if you watch the other people, if it's sort of semi-formal or more often than not, Japanese people sit in seiza, which is sitting on their knees. So you're basically sitting on your heels. So it's actually pretty good when you get used to it. It's actually really good for your back because you're sitting straight, much better than sort of slouching, and it's actually pretty good. And when you get used to it, you can actually do it for hours. So it's quite good. But if it does get uncomfortable, which if you're not used to it, it will, your feet will hurt. You can sit cross-legged. Guys can sit cross-legged, is okay. But for girls, obviously, not so cool. So for girls, if you sit with you can sit with your legs to the side. Just watch. I mean, as with anything in Japan, just watch what the other people do, and that'll give you a pretty good idea of what the standard is for the day. But usually for girls, sitting like this is good. Seeing guys cross-legged. But if you can do it, I encourage you to sit in seiza as much as you can before you come to Japan while you're watching TV, and get used to it because it's actually really good. There you go, a lesson in sitting.